It is the last day of July here in central Mississippi. July 31st. It's about 197 degrees, 7 a.m. Nothing like some Hunt Brothers pizza from the gas station for breakfast.
Every day.
We are headed to Chase's lease here, not too far from Jackson. Get some stuff done. I don't know what all we got on the agenda, but y'all will see it. So we'll see y'all out there. There you go.
All right, so I'm actually gonna put this camera high, which I kind of like having because you don't get as many rodents and whatnot on them. But this tree's kind of angled this way, so it'll give it a little better vantage point from this direction. If this will reach, which it will. Maybe plug right in the bottom. Easy as that. All right, so here in Mississippi, it's legal to bait deer. It just has to be in a feeder off the ground and covered, quote unquote covered. So built this trough this week out of just some treated wood and a cheap piece of tin. It's not perfect, but it'll work. I'm gonna show y'all kind of what we're gonna put in it. Give it a rundown. This is a persimmon flavored roasted soybeans and corn. I've had some luck out of it before, and it's got a good scent to it. Really kind of draws them in, it seems. I don't like the apple or the peanut butter as much, or the deer don't, I should say. That would really key in on the persimmon here. Another thing, just some regular corn as filler, and that's what I love to use religiously. Persimmon crushed, or Wild Game Innovations persimmon crushed. It's strong. It smells good. You can smell it from a long ways away, and I've used it before in the past and had a lot of luck with it. So another thing we got, I don't know if I'm gonna put it in the feeder or not, but some guys I went to high school started a little company. It's called Fat Guys. It's two fat guys. Shout out to them. I picked this up at Extravaganza the other day. It's a little sack of minerals. I got 2 or 3 of these. Gonna put them out throughout the place. Also got a the rope vine thing. We're gonna try it on another spot, but picked up that from them, so we're gonna give them a go. I don't know if we're gonna put it in the feeder. I don't think you're necessarily supposed to. I know a lot of people do, but I don't want to mix the two. I didn't put any trays in here. If I would have brought a 2x4, I probably could have done that. Created a mineral side and a feed side, and may do that in the future. But so far, that's what we got. That's what we're gonna work with. So I'm gonna get it. See how much it holds, eh? I'm just gonna kind of add this as a topper over here in the corner. There you go. Maybe we can kind of see on the camera which one they hit a little more. So I know we got, corn throughout most of it, but if they like those soybeans or not. I don't know if y'all can see that. These are little soybean pods right there, mixed with corn. And it's apparently roasted, so Okay. Bingo. Trough is done.
So here's a persimmon tree right on the edge of the road. It's got some nice green immature persimmons on it. You see those right there. Talked about these in some of our previous videos. There's the bark, kind of a good identifying feature. And again, this is my favorite tree to hunt early season. There's a couple of them. Here's another one. It's got some fruit on it. I usually find these like in little clusters together. Because as we mentioned in a previous video, the seeds have to undergo something called scarification, where animals eat the seeds or the fruit and then poop out the seed in order for it to germinate. So a lot of times they'll be in little groups where a nice raccoon came through and ate them and then left some for the future generations. But here's 5 or 6 of them. Looks like several more actually. They're all real small, but several of them are already producing. These are all persimmons. That one, that one, that one. Yeah, good little group. It's right here on this road. Looks like Chase found a turkey feather.
Found a few.
That's what we're after right there.
A bunch of acorn trees right here too, hanging over. So I'm gonna get the binoculars out in a minute and look at them, see if they're producing any fruit. Because this may be a good spot to slide a saddle or something up in that tree right there. Probably be a good one. Climb, get right there at where the canopy kind of breaks. Just looking around. Never hunted right here before, but I have seen some deer crossing here as I'm walking up the road to hunt in the woods here. So I've actually, I've got that tree marked to put a stand in. See it? I looked at it last year and never did. Now that I remember. So, yeah, we need to trim up this understory a little bit here so we can shoot under all these persimmon trees, because several of them have fruit, but not a lot of fruit, you know, so they're kind of sporadic where they're going to be dropping. But that first week of bow season or velvet weekend should be about right for these, because they're getting close to being ripe. Well, it's not what you want to find. I thought it was cool to find one, and then I walked this little 20-yard stretch of road and found all these. So that means bobcat or coyote or something got a hold of one. So we need to get out here and get some more traps out, because see the black tips on these feathers here? That indicates it was a gobbler. These are tail fan, you know, up next to the tail fan secondaries. And that's a bottom feather. Then you got kind of all lengths of the wing. So I don't think he made it out. Not what you want to see on your place at all. So that on night vision, I just got about to retaliate.
We're cleaning up the trail Chase made last season to get in here, get back to this cool little spot where he killed his bow, or his buck with a bow on the second day of the season. If y'all missed that episode, we'll add the link to it in the bottom. Check it out. It's a good hunt. But I think that made a lot of difference last season. We came in here a few days before that hunt and cleaned up this trail. Slipping back here, you can see how thick it is. So he was able to get in a lot quieter, slip up in the stand, and shot the deer like 20 minutes later. Y'all be sure and check that one out.
All right, this is the spot I killed that 8-point in last year. We just ran the hedge trimmer all the way back into here, trim up all the briars and junk that had grown up over the summer. But this is a mineral site I've had established here in the past, so we're gonna add some minerals to it. You can see I put these bricks in it a couple weeks ago. But my lock-on's 22 yards right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I got that double tree kind of covering me. It looks like the tree that was giving me the most cover is dead now. We had a bunch of trees die this year due to the drought, I guess last summer before, that we had. But yeah, I'm gonna get it refreshed, get a little smell good in here too, and keep that camera running. And I think we're gonna put this the scent rope right there and kind of keep a check on it. I've never heard about doing it in the summertime, but figured it wouldn't hurt if nothing else. So this comes from our guys over there at Fat Guys. Yeah, hang the rope, stir the ground, and apply the scent. Nothing to it. So we're gonna give it a shot, get this spot finished up, and get Alvin out of here. So hopefully another good buck will show up this year when we can repeat it again. So it took me a while to get that stand where I wanted it. I had it about 75 yards that way, and I think I was getting too close to their beds. They bed right out there about 100 yards. It's the side of a little hill. It's kind of a little bowl area that I found a couple years back. And I had a picture of the buck I killed that morning at 9 o'clock, so I knew he was bedding close. So that's why I hedge trim that whole walk in, so I don't crack a stick. I don't get hung on briars and yank, limbs and stuff. I slipped in here with no wind, got set up, and it wasn't 15 minutes, and I heard their footsteps. And I mean, I was running late. I had to work that day, so that extra 10 minutes of prep got me in here quiet. And then the stand location, I've moved this stand throughout. There's actually a 2-man 15 yards behind me here that we had put up probably 10 years ago. But dialing the spot in, figuring out, okay, I had it over there and that was just too far from the oak trees. I moved it over there. I was too close to their bedding. Finally found a sweet spot, and it worked out. He never knew I was in the world, even with no wind, no sound cover, no nothing. So hopefully it'll repeat itself this year. We can kill another one in here. But let's get this work knocked out. Dude, come look at this beetle. ADD.
It's a hoss.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Give me a stick. Well, I think we need a lower branch. Think about right there.
A little higher.
Higher.
Yeah, there you go. That's good.
All right, we're gonna try a little. That's what they send with it. Doe and heat in July. I don't know.
Hot does in July, baby.
Better get upwind of that one. Give it a go. See what happens. So we got a camera watching it. So we'll let them know.
We just got things wrapped up. Chase had to change shirts so we could match, I guess.
That was hot.
But we're driving out of the woods now. I got a couple things done. What all we do, Chase? Give us a recap.
So we put out the feeder. Got 2 cameras pulled off that same plot. One wasn't working good, so I'm bringing it home, troubleshoot it. Made sure batteries were good in those 2 cameras. Went to the spot I killed the buck with my bow this past season. Put out a licking rope thing, give it a shot. I've never tried that ever, so figured to put it out in July. They'll get used to it by the time of season, if nothing else. Got some minerals refreshed there, a little bit of smell good for them just in front of the camera for the next few days so they can find the minerals, all that stuff, and trim the trail into that that lock on, so that I can move in there quietly during season. So, trying to think.
Yeah,
I think that's about it.
I think that was it.
So,
We're right at, I guess, 60 days to October 1st, something like that.
guess, yeah.
I mean, what? Yeah, tomorrow's August 1st, so 2 months to go. The velvet season's even closer. Be about 2 weeks before then. Won't be long till we're headed to the woods with a bow in our hand.
yeah,
But
I'm ready for it.
Yep.
We need to get on the board like we did last year.
yeah. If y'all like this, check out our previous videos where we're doing some summertime work. Got a couple of those already out there. Be sure and watch them. But we will see y'all in the next one.
Also, make sure you subscribe. I'm watching you.
Can't forget that. We busted 500 today.
Bingo.
Big day.
Big giveaway day.
Yep. See y'all later.